I'm here today with a video requested by yRilliey. I apologize if I pronounced your name wrong. She requested a video of all my pets besides my hamsters. So, first up is Zim, if he'll turn our way. He is 4 years old. My parents found him in a storm one morning with the dog, while walking the dogs. One of the dogs, I'll introduce him to you later, started pointing, and he was pointing to this little black kitten, and who had to be about 4 to 6 weeks old. So we took him home, and my parents gave him to me, and he's been mine ever since. He doesn't really like the camera in his face too often, though. Which is a shame, because he's a really gorgeous cat. Yeah. There's not much else to tell you, because he has no real background, besides just being found in a storm. He's very attached to me, however, and my parents. He doesn't like anyone else. He doesn't care for much for my sisters. And he really is shy around strangers coming to the house. So, I'll move on to the next pet, and maybe you'll see him in another video. Okay, so the next pet I found is Kiki, our Cocker Spaniel. My parents rescued her from Cocker Spaniel Rescue. She was about a year old. She's about now 7 or 8, I forget exactly. She's still really hyper, as most Cocker Spaniels are. She really loves the cats. If they let her, she'd groom them all over with her tongue. Yeah. And there it is, Sunny getting up. Now we're on to Sunny, who wanted attention. He is 12 years old this year, and he is a Brittany, not to be confused as a Brittany Spaniel. Brittany Spaniels do not exist. Brittany's are more related to pointers, as they are a pointing breed. This is the dog that found Zim 4 years back. Yeah, he is devoted to my parents. But he is a womp, which is a mixture between a wuss and a wimp. So he runs to my parents whenever something bad happens. Yeah, that's true, Sunny. You know it is. So yeah, that's pretty much Sunny. This is our newest addition, Oz. We got him from a shelter. The shelter told us he's about under a year old. He gets along well with the dogs. He even plays with Sunny. It's a bit funny how they play. I'll try to get it on camera one day. He doesn't understand much of how to speak cat. So he doesn't understand that the cats don't want him to be bothering them. He doesn't understand that growling means go away. He thinks growling means, oh, come play with me. Which doesn't always end up good for him. But he's carefree attitude. And it's a really happy-go-lucky cat. Yeah, that's Oz. And here we have a 6. Yes, she's named after a number. Because when we found her, she was the 6th cat. My dad forced us to name her 6 to remind us of how many cats we have. So now we have 4, and now it makes no sense. But he won't let us change it back to something normal. So, we found Six 2 years ago. She's 2 years old now. My parents found her walking the dogs, like they found Zim, except it wasn't storming. And they found her in a flower pot outside of a deli. So they believe that she was dumped in the planter. She really doesn't like the camera in her face like Zim, and she shows it more on her face. She has these expressions that I call grumpy faces, and through some of my pictures you can really see her expressions. As you can see it now, she's glaring at the camera. So let's move on to another cat before she attacks me. And this is Bucket, or as I like to call him, Bucket Boo, or Bucky Boo. He's 10 years old. We got him from a shelter 9 years ago in New York City. He likes to think of himself as my sister's cat, but he's really loves everyone. He gets along with everyone, except for Oz. He and the other cats don't like Oz, but especially him and Six. So this is all my pets. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.